talking to people who are watching this video, so don't get all confused and say, what was that, Rogue? So let me go with this. I'm going to reveal the first thing as the total shows 62,729 credits. So the first reveal out of the daily credit crate is a duplicate. So it does show 62,929, which it's showing the credit here. And it's not showing credit for, yeah. It does. Okay. So as you can see with opening the credit here, that's the actual credits. It doesn't add it to the top. So it says 62,929 still, even though I was supposed to get 62, what would that be, 9, or it'd be 63 in change. So it doesn't show that here in the actual crate. So then let's reveal the last thing, which is the parts. That does show up. But the minute I hit B, the total should change from what it was, the 62,729 to probably 62,8 something, because it'll only count the credit that's shown here, not the duplicate credits. So let's see. And that's exactly what it shows, 62,804. Frustration. Let's go ahead and open the next one. I'm sure it's not going to be any different. But let's see. Celebration crate. Reveal one at a time. Right now, 62,804. Revealing the first item, 35 crafting parts. And it's not showing. Doesn't show credit for the 35 for some reason. 2,000 credits. That does show up, since it's not a duplicate. For some reason, even though the 74 or the 75 didn't show, this 2,000 does. The crates just must work differently, I guess. So I'm gonna hit B, and hopefully if I hit B it says 140 for parts. Yeah, it shows 140 for parts, and now 64,804 with that 2,000 from the celebration crate. So let me open the resistance crate. So what I'm gathering from this is that each crate somehow fundamentally works differently. And obviously this is for EA Attic and EA David. Maybe you'll be able to differentiate why these crates show up differently, or the programmers will be able to figure this out. So let me go ahead and open the resistance crate. And there could be, but there shouldn't be duplicates here. Let's hope. Alright, first reveal on the blue. Duplicate, 800. It did not show up on the top. So this crate is also acting differently than the daily crate, but is acting the same as the celebration crate. So let's go to the next item. Another duplicate of 400, and that doesn't show up. So far 1,200 in credits not showing up. Next one, duplicate as well. So that's 1,600 credit that it should show, but it's not. And the last one is one I needed, interceptor, engine heat. So that one shouldn't show up, but the 16 should have. But let's see what happens when I hit B. Doesn't show up, so I don't get credit for those. Alright, and just to show each one, I'm doing this, I guess, at the cost of my own money, and I just want to show every single, I guess, example I can. I'm not going to do the trooper one, but I'll do a starfighter and a hero crate. And the only reason I won't do the hero one is I think the cost. So let's go with the starfighter one. So after 24 off of that total, I should have 62,604. Excuse me, 62,404. All right, and there are 5 items. So let's Open them one at a time. That does show credit for the 200.
My ally is the Force.
This one does not show credit. So the previous one showed, the first one, which was for a hero, but the second one's for a ship. Not sure how that matters. Let's go with the next one. Also doesn't show up, another duplicate. This is for an enforcer. Crafting parts do show up. And this last one shows up for some odd reason. So it's showing the first and last one, not the middle two. And it does show the crafting parts. So everything sandwiched between those is showing it, but when I back out, will it still show that, or will it go back to 62404? Went back to 62404. Alright, let me do a hero. So I have 60204. That's the correct amount. 4 different items. Let's go ahead and open the first. Duplicate Yoda doesn't show. That's 200 that it should be added on, but it doesn't show that. Next one. Choker emote. It's new, so it doesn't show any kind of credit. 50 crafting parts, that showed up. And the last one here, which is a fighter, is showing 200, and that popped up on the top. So the first one didn't show in this one. So it either has something to do with the amount of items that are within the crate as well. I don't know how that would factor in, but the one that had 5 was different from the one that had 4. So let me back out of this one, and the 200 just disappears. So even though it should have been 400, that only showed 200 of it. And I want to make this as comprehensive as possible, so I am going to do a trooper one. So I'll do the 4,000 credit one just to see, but obviously this is probably going to be a waste of money considering that I'm not going to get anything for my duplicates. But let's just do it so that we can get this error fixed and have as many examples as possible. Alright, Trooper Crate, now I should have 56,204, and I do. First item, 200, does not show up. That was a duplicate. Next item, also a duplicate. Crafting part shows up, but the first 2 duplicates did not. Credits. Now the credits showed up for the 50 credits.
Together.
Last duplicate did not show up. If I hit the back button, it most likely will say 56,054. And it doesn't. For some odd reason, within the Trooper Crate, the very last item and the credits stayed up on there. And I may have missed that, but I'm pretty sure it was 56,054. But if it was 56,254 or 56,204, it was 56,204. So the 54 did show up. The 200 didn't. That was my mistake. But what I'm seeing then is from all 3 of the crates, the Trooper, the Starfighter, the Hero, it's showing eradicate, not exactly the same behavior. When I had 5 items there, the very last item and the first item didn't show like the previous one that had 5 within the Hero crates. I guess that's for the programmers to figure out. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the transmission of Mixer, and then I'll upload this as soon as possible.